Hi all, and welcome to my channel. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing with it yet, but I use it to watch other people's channels, and I thought, why not start uploading a few things? So it's no specific plans for it. Basically it's going to cover anything that is anti-woke for anyone who knows me. Protests, any interviews I do with other people, any speeches that I do at the protests, and also times like this where I need to get things off my chest. So earlier today, while I was at work, I listened to an interview by the fabulous Helen Joyce. In fact, my phone is propped up on her book, her signed copy of her book that I have, debating with Helen Webberley. I'm not going to call her Dr. Helen Webberley, because she's not a doctor. She's a demon. And it touched me in a way that most videos that I see and things that I listen to on the trans ideology debacle, cult movement, don't affect me in that kind of way. I suppose probably because I do stay in a kind of echo chamber. I stay in a bubble, and I listen to people that are on the same page and are also trying to fight this incredibly insidious, evil, satanic, demonic cult that is transgenderism. And so I largely sit there and agree. But I feel like I have to make a video after listening to what Helen Webberley had to say on the Radio Times to Helen Joyce. And the reason why, for those of you who don't know, is I had skin in the game. My eldest daughter is now coming up for 17, fell into the trans cult at 11, following an assault, which is a usual case for young girls, and was just starting puberty. And at first I affirmed her because I was told it was a nice thing to do, and I was also told by an expert that if I didn't, that there's a strong likelihood that she could hurt herself or even kill herself. And I thought it was something that was quite harmless. I was completely naive to the whole movement at the time. So I affirmed her for just over a year as a boy. And during that year, I took her to a local LGBTQIA plus youth group at 2, maybe 3 occasions close to where I live. And on one of these occasions, 2 of the other parents told me that they had their children on puberty blockers. One had a daughter, biological daughter, shouldn't have to say that, a daughter who was 12, and the other parent had a son who was 11. And they were both on puberty blockers. And I asked them where they got the puberty blockers from. And they told me about Helen Webberley. And they offered me her number, told me that they pay her £300 a month for puberty blockers, and they told me to keep it on the DL, the hush hush. And the reason why was because she was currently under investigation, this was in 2021, for malpractice, and so was unable to do things in the proper legal route, but had found some kind of loophole, which I found a bit suspicious. And to be honest with you, that was all part of my peaking journey. The cogs were turning. So I'm glad I didn't take the number. But I remember sitting there, I remember sitting there for about 5 minutes thinking, £300? Can I budget for that so that I can give my daughter these blockers? Because I was being told that that was the loving thing to do. And she was 12 at this point. But I didn't. And I'm really, really, really glad I didn't. Because my daughter desisted at 14. And she now thanks me for not sterilising her. Because she wants to be a woman and she wants to go on to have babies. But the thing that broke my heart and hit me in a way that was different from watching any other debate or interview was the callousness of this woman and the sheer amount of children that she's sterilising for profit and openly admitting that she's doing this. Isn't that supposed to be illegal now? I don't know, someone tell me. It's supposed to be illegal, and she's so proud of it. And I want to know how on earth are we supposed to shut these people down? I also know for a fact that there is a gender clinic in Nottingham that is also finding the loophole and is sterilising and even mutilating minors at the clinic in Nottingham. Today, they're still doing it. So we're not out of the woods by any means in the UK at all. And if Helen Webberley has taught us something, she's taught us that from this debate. We're a long way out of the woods. And I know there's lots of parents that in the position that I was, they're still fighting to save their children. And I want to be able to help them somehow, as much as I can. So I guess I'm just doing this to 1, offload, 2, brain dump, and 3, just reach out to anybody else with a similar story, or is going through it, has been through it, is worried that they may end up facing this at some point. Give me a comment underneath this video, reach out to me somehow. I'm on Twitter as well, at TaylorAdvocate_. Because this needs to end, and this woman, jail is too good for this woman. I can't say what I want to say because I'll probably end up with 5 armed police at my front door. But this woman needs stopping. And as a Christian, this woman's going to hell. Absolutely. Is going to hell. But between now and then, she's sending kids to hell. So that's it. That's what I wanted to say. And my heart goes out to all the other parents that have been through it, are going through it. My heart goes out to you. I stand with you all, and everybody else as well who is fighting this cause, and all the amazing people, too many to mention, but Helen Joyce obviously being the first one that comes to mind because she was in this debate, but Kelly J. Keane for Women Scotland, all these amazing, Sal Grover, all these amazing women. We need to carry on, ladies and gents. And yeah, just reach out if you want to. And sending love and prayers to you all. Thank you.